What's up, Aliens? It's Big Al. Welcome to another Dumb Sports Empire. I've got Captain America, Chris Evans. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll just see his junk from time to time. He's balling out on NCAA right now. But Chris, to start out, I just wanted to congratulate you, congratulate me, myself, and the rest of the internet. We officially bullied Lizzo into losing weight. So, hooray us.
Hell yeah. I'm shocked that it took her that long to like finally like get it together. She's been bullied for so long and like people talk so much shit about her. Um, it's amazing to me that it took this long for her to like get her shit together. Because it's not even like people can say like whatever they want, body positivity and all that. And I get it, like I'm a big guy. I've always been a big guy. So I can relate to it, but it's not body positivity if you're like genuinely like extremely unhealthy, which she was. It's not, it's not like, oh, she's a little thick. She could lose a little, a few pounds and maybe that'll be good. No, she was like extremely like morbidly obese.
And you can't, I mean, she was out, she had her ass out at like Laker games and stuff like that. That's like, she would have been less hateable if she wasn't doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, this isn't a Lizzo
Like,
podcast. I just want to
listen,
congratulate you for being a bully.
yeah. I like big girls. I got nothing wrong with big girls, but Lizzo has made big girls insufferable.
She started a movement. I mean, and now she's
She
turned her
needed to
back on the
start
people.
now. Well, now she actually started a movement, so maybe they need to start moving too.
She's leaving them all in the wind. Now they're all just going to be Taylor Swift fans. Her and Adele bailed on their people. No, we're not talking about Lizzo. We've got some Olympic stuff we're going to go through. We got some football preview, um, some college football, some NFL, and then we're going to finish off with a draft of things you would try without consequence. So stick around at the end for that. But the Olympics came, they went. Um, I got to watch a lot of it. Every night I was watching the prime time. On the weekends, I would watch the stuff that was going on live because it's like 9 hours ahead or whatever for me. Um, but I just wanted to go through some highlights. We don't need to talk about every little thing, but some of my favorite moments. The French pole vaulter who got eliminated because his dick got hung up on the bar.
I was going to talk about it too. And you said it right away. I mean,
Number one
no
highlight.
matter what, like no matter what, you're a winner at that point.
He
Like
is.
you lost the Olympics because your dick's too big. Like, oh damn, sorry about your luck.
Congratulations.
I was guy was packing a fucking full on French baguette in his pants.
I don't know if this was a fake tweet, but I saw that OnlyFans offered him $250,000 to start a page or something like that.
Oh
That would have
my
been
god.
that would have been fantastic. There was an Olympic. She was on the track team. She said her OnlyFans numbers went up after the Olympics because obviously people are into that right now. But yeah, she
There
was like
was one
legit an
girl too I
Olympian.
saw. There was one girl too that I saw that I think they kicked her out of like the Olympic Village because she was like
Yeah,
I think being like too much, like overboard with it.
yeah. I forgot. It was some like conservative country too that would hate that shit. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah, no. But congratulations to that guy for having a fucking hog. He was French too, and the French are fucking homos, but congrats to that guy.
Yeah.
Um, Tara and Hunter, um, the interracial couple, the guy doesn't have any legs and the girl's a long jumper.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
I sent you guys that video of them. They were like doing a dance or something, and I was like, I need to see their sex tape because I'm in an interracial marriage, and he doesn't have any legs. And then Adam texted me back. He was like, Brandy was just telling me how wholesome these people were, and I was like, oh shit. And then I started seeing their stories, and now I really like them. So now I feel really bad about wanting to see their sex tape. So they've won me over.
What wholesome people can't fuck?
Oh, they're fucking star athletes. No legs on that guy. She's probably doing crazy
Imagine the
shit to him.
positions.
How do you get pegged when you don't have knees to lay on?
Well, he can't fight it either. She just puts him on his stomach, and what's he gonna do? Like wriggle away like a worm?
That's probably what happened with Oscar Pistorius, the guy that killed his girlfriend. Didn't
Yep,
have any
she
legs.
100% she pegged him, and
She
he
pegged
couldn't
him.
deal with it.
She pegged him with his own prosthetics, little springy bastards.
Oh,
Your facial expressions. Um, this was one. If you're not on TikTok, you have no clue what we're talking about. But the chocolate muffin guy, that was actually kind of funny. He was just like,
I never really got on to that side of TikTok. Like I heard about it, but I never like when I saw his videos, I just scroll right past.
it was last
Fucking
Olympics when
fruitcake.
Ilona Mar and like some other Olympians I started following because they talk about like what's in the Olympic Village, like what food is there, and like all their practice, like behind the scenes kind of stuff. And so more of that popped up on my timeline this time. I followed Ilona Mar back because she's awesome. I know she's going to be your future wife. And then the Norwegian guy just with the chocolate muffins. He's just making a name for himself with the following based on chocolate muffins. I can respect that.
Yeah.
And the break dancer Raygun from Australia.
Ray gun. Oh my God, dude, that's a scandal. Like dude, it's
Yeah,
pretty ugly.
there's a lot of shit going on around that. She's like a professor at a university or something. She teaches like gender studies and like dancing. It was crazy.
Her fucking master's degree is in breakdancing,
So
and
when
she sucked at it.
she was awful, she scored 0 points. She didn't score a single point
Yeah.
on a zero
Well,
to
did
ten scale.
like what happened too though was like they said that Australia didn't have like a committee to decide like the breakdancing, like
Hmm.
who passed on and got to go to the Olympics and represent Australia.
Yeah.
So her and another woman formed a committee themselves and basically just pushed herself into the Olympics. Like that's fucking wild.
That's awesome. She was so bad. And it sucks because they were trying to get a new sport in, and we all had question marks going into it. We're like, what the fuck is this breakdancing? Everyone talked about how it was first time at the Olympics. We're all like, what the fuck? And then that was the only video that came out of it. I saw some actually like good people doing it later on, and all anyone remembers is this one girl that sucked ass at it. And she's just a meme now. She's freaking all over the place. It's hilarious.
Look, obviously you have to be athletic and in good shape to break dance, but it's not a sport. It's your dancing. Like it's
Hmm.
not a sport. Like I mean, just the fact that they wanted to add it in general, even before this whole debacle, it's dumb to me because it's not a legitimate sport.
Hmm. Not at all. Um, Tyrese Halliburton, Team USA wins Olympic gold, basketball, men's and women's. Tyrese Halliburton didn't really play a lot. I don't know the exact minutes, but he was funny about it. He posted on his Instagram with the gold medal. He was like, when you don't do anything on the group project and still get an A. So he knows his role. But then did you see afterwards him celebrating?
He
He
made it
went to
snow.
he made snow. He went to I don't know, it was a club, it was a bar or something. They're getting out of a car. It's like at least seven white women get out of the
It
car
was like a
before he does.
clown car of attractive white women
It was
just
all
jumping
white
out of his
women.
car.
And in the comments, he said, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going." And I fucking died. That was so funny
Oh,
to be so self aware about like not really participating, getting a gold medal, and then just having a posse of white women, of freaking fall loving
that,
white bitches get out of a
that's
car.
also a quote. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. That's a quote that Ray can live by since she married you.
Once you go white, your credit score is gonna be all right. Um,
Oh,
Noah Lyles, this piece of shit, um, wins the 100 meter. We're all kind of happy for him. We're like, hey, fastest man in the world is an American. I knew he talked shit about the basketball team before because he just came out and said, like, you win the NBA championship. Why you call yourselves world champions? It's like, okay, dumbass. Every good basketball player in the world comes to the NBA for money, just like MLB, just like NFL, just like hockey. We have the best leagues. You know, the only thing we don't have the best leagues in is soccer, which is fine. I'll take that L. But Noah Lyles came out and said you don't win a world championship by winning a NBA championship. And then he goes out, wins the 100 meter, barely with 0.005 seconds. It was cool. Um, Loses the 200 meter a couple of days later, gets carted off in a wheelchair, says he has COVID, is fine like a day or two later. But then the videos start coming out of him pre race. And the pre race is him just like bouncing around, talking shit, getting in everyone's faces. And that's his thing. I mean, that's cool or whatever. But fuck that guy, dude. I hate that guy so much now.
yeah, I can't stand him. Like he just sounds like a mega douche. Like, it's cool to be confident and like, to like start like a little bit of a rivalry with other athletes. Like I can respect that to an extent. But like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I mean, watching those guys run is really cool. They're the fastest people on earth. But literally all you're good at is running.
Hmm.
You're not, I mean, it's athletic. Obviously it's impressive. I would love to be able to feel that fast one time. But like your athleticism, in at least in my opinion, as someone who played sports and not just like cross country or track or whatever, in my opinion, your athleticism is much lower on the totem pole than like a football player or a basketball player or somebody that does they run and also do something else with that.
With a skill, yeah, a skill attached to it.
Yeah. And it's just like why are you fighting with your own countrymen? Like
Yeah.
you should be like building each other up, and you're gonna take shots at them because you happen to have a sport that's in the Olympics. If
Hmm.
football was in the Olympics, America would dominate.
Hmm.
Basketball, America almost always dominates.
Hmm.
Um, I don't get it. It's weird to me.
We're one slip up away in basketball from being on like a 40-year, 50-year run. I think it was the 70s. I think the last team, the last teams to win a gold medal aren't around anymore. I think it was the Soviet Union and East Germany. I want to say, or like I forgot what the country's called. Yugoslavia, I think. Random as shit, but um, no, yeah, just don't be a douche. Don't be a shit talker about things you don't know anything about. Because if that dude went on a football field, he would look goofy as fuck. And that's why
Hmm.
he's a track star. He worked on
Yeah,
that
I
and
mean,
super
look,
athletic.
I think it was back after his first Olympic or maybe his second one, Usain Bolt, when they were like, "Oh, we should, imagine him playing football," and
Hmm.
he couldn't catch a ball.
Yeah, I think he went to the Cowboys facility and they like
Yeah,
worked him
he
out.
he couldn't even catch like kick returns, which those are like the easiest things to catch,
Hmm.
and he couldn't even catch that.
All these other homo countries play soccer and they never do anything with their hands. So anytime it's time for any kind of hand-eye coordination, like no one could ever play baseball or freaking football. It's crazy.
Well, the Dominicans are kind of good at baseball.
Yeah, they're very good. They play with bottle caps down there. Have you seen like videos of what they
Dude,
do?
that's nuts. I've seen
Like
videos of it. Yeah,
sticks
it's
and bottle
insane.
caps. That's got to be insane for
Hmm.
your hand-eye coordination skills.
Yeah.
Um, I had the Netherlands track lady. So we got upset in the 4x100 mixed. The day before, I think we set a world record in the 4x100 mixed men's and women's. And I was like, oh shit, that's an easy gold medal. And then the next day in the gold medal race, they freaking lost to the Netherlands team. Then they interviewed the Netherlands girl and she sounded like Mickey Mouse on heroin.
Oh yeah, I
It
forgot
was
about that
fucking
one.
weird. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Netherlands Mickey Mouse. It says Netherlands Mickey Mouse. That's all they're known for in the country now. We were all running so fast. That's hilarious. Love that shit. Um, I think that's all I had. So we got LA in 4 years. I saw venues where things are going to happen. It's going to be really cool. I think basketball is going to be played at the new Clippers arena, which just opened like 2 weeks ago. They've got a Halo scoreboard like the Falcons and SoFi Stadium has. It just in a basketball arena. That's supposed to be like state of the art technology, like everywhere in that arena, because the guy that owns the Clippers is the Microsoft guy. So it's gonna be teched
Hmm.
out. That's gonna be cool. It's across the street from SoFi Stadium. SoFi is gonna host swimming, which is awesome. Um, what else? They're gonna have shit in Oklahoma City, which is like a 3 hour plane ride away. I know they're gonna have stuff in San Francisco and Vegas. Those are like 4 or 5 hour drives, or San Fran's like a 7 hour drive from LA. But they're gonna have all kinds of stuff out here. I'm gonna try to go, but it's gonna be ridiculously expensive. So, celebrities are gonna pack out like the gymnastics, the track and field, all the popular shit, the basketball games,
Just go to like water polo or something.
water polo, beach volleyball. Did we talk about the beach volleyball guy? There was a tweet, I don't know how true it was, or a TikTok or something, and this guy and his friend wanted to go to every beach volleyball game in Paris. They said it would have cost over $10,000 just in tickets alone. So they bought handicap tickets for like 10% of the normal price of the tickets, and they were able to go to a bunch of games with the handicap tickets. And they just
Oh
pretended
my
like
God,
one of the guys was handicapped the whole time.
that's incredible.
That's why Disneyland screwed people over on the wheelchairs and going to the front of the line and everything because people just take advantage of it. But hilarious. All right, it's college football season. You're playing college football. Everyone loves college football. How's the game? I want it so bad.
Uh, I mean, the game's okay. It's like I said, I just started playing it again. So I played a lot right when it first came out, and there were times where it was like almost unplayable. Like it's just like the mechanics of everything. It's just like tackling was like they messed up. Like I don't know if it's like the hit zone or what, but it was so hard to tackle. Like you couldn't hit stick. It was like the animations were off. Um, there were times like when you're trying to like pass the ball where it's like your offensive line just didn't even touch the defensive line and like you couldn't get a pass off. So I'm just starting it back up, so I'll see if maybe they did like any like updates. But I mean, it's still cool to have it back, and there's like little, just different things that that Madden doesn't have that makes NCAA cool. But it's weird though too. I did like a franchise, um, and I played with the Buckeyes, and I had God, what's the new kid's name? Um,
Will Howard.
No, the new receiver that we've got, Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
So I threw the ball to him a ton because in the game he's just unreal. He had like 1,800 yards receiving and like 20 touchdowns,
Oh
and
shit.
he fucking transferred out at the end of the year. And I'm like, it was like play style is what it said. And I'm like, what the fuck? How is that a thing?
Fucking Heisman contender, true freshman, 18 years
Yeah,
old, and he transferred out.
yeah. Like, good God. So it's like it's tough because you have to like try to fight to keep people from the transfer portal, like even when they play really well like that. I don't know. It's just weird.
He's like, I'm gonna go get paid. Oh shit. Um, yeah. So we had another big Michigan scandal come out. So I thought this whole thing was kind of over, but I don't even think. Oh, this is Connor Stallions again, who just got hired as the defensive coordinator at a high school in Detroit. So that's fun. But allegedly, Sharon Moore had 52 deleted text messages to Stallions, and now all this shit is coming back up. So we're in scandal mode again. But stealing signs, I mean, it's all who gives a shit, whatever. But I think Michigan's going to get really fucked on this. I don't think they're going to take away their
But
national championship, but I think they could get really screwed on this for the future.
I'm gonna I'm gonna be honest with you. Obviously I'm a Buckeye fan, so I'm biased. But they deserve to be hit fucking hard because whether or not every team does this, I get it that every team probably does push the limits of what they can and can't do. They got caught. When
Hmm.
teams get caught doing shit like this, they're supposed to get punished. Um, I just like what they did before, like Jim Harbaugh did what Pete Carroll did. He
Hmm.
saw that there was some bad shit coming and he got out before it hit him.
That's what I was going to say.
And that's like, they just need to honestly, like, I'm not saying they need to give Michigan the death penalty, but they need to hit him hard and like make other teams aware that this type of shit isn't going to fly. Because if they just barely slap him on the wrist, other teams are going to continue to do this and just expect, oh, well, it's not really that big of a punishment. So,
Hmm. No, yeah, I agree. No one's really been hit hard since, I mean, I feel like Ohio State was the last one to really get hard by sanctions for the
yeah,
tattoo
we
for
lost
play.
like, and it's ridiculous too, because like now, I mean, honestly, what bothered me the most about it is that it wasn't like they were just given free stuff, which was like, what happened with Reggie Bush and other players.
Hmm.
They sold things that they earned. So it's like, they earned that the gold pants, which is what they get for beating Michigan. It's a
Hmm.
pin. They earned those. They sold them to pay for the tattoos. So it's not like they were given the tattoos for free. They legitimately, it was like a barter, I mean,
Hmm.
I get it, like it's not technically legal by the NCAA standards, but the NCAA is so corrupt It's they just can't stand to see anybody else making money.
Yeah. I'm glad the Heisman Trust finally gave back Reggie Bush's Heisman. That was like, I was legit happy for him when I saw that, which was really cool. Um, no, yeah, they might take away some wins and take away some scholarships for the future. They probably won't give like the death penalty or anything. I don't know if Sharon Moore even gets like a suspension or anything, but the NCAA just went soft now that everyone's making a fuckload of money. Like if they had to start paying athletes, they would start being hard on them again. But because athletes are making money on their own through NIL deals, I don't think they really give a shit. They're making their money. Athletes are making their money now.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, crazy where we've come just to think about. Like it's been a few years of NIL now, and it's just crazy that this isn't how it was at all. Even Johnny Manziel talked about taking tens of thousands of dollars for signatures in his documentary, and then he
Yeah.
talked about how they built that $200 million addition to their stadium at A&M off of his money that he earned from donations and winning his Heisman and everything like that, which is 100% true. Um, yeah, it's just nuts where we come from. Johnny Manziel would have made so much money college
Yeah.
that he never
It's
read the Browns playbook. That's pretty funny.
yeah. They fucked up by not putting a cap on the NIL. They should have put a cap on how much players can make. And because it kind of takes away like, the whole point of like players wanting to, play really well and graduate early and go to the pros so that they could make a lot of money. Well, now you got fucking the upper level collegiate athletes. They're, the football players at least. Some of them are making more than they would make on a rookie deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I think that's just too much. Like I feel like, you know, cap it at like, I don't know, like 100,000, 200,000. Rather than these players making millions.
Mm-hmm. I think they're going to get to a point where the players are going to unionize. They're going to get some kind of money, and they're going to have a salary cap because I mean, the Ohio States, the Alabamas, the Florida States, the USC's, they're all going to have money to pay people. The Texases, they're all going to have money to pay people, and I mean, that's just going to be it. You'd think that they
Yeah.
would pay to have Georgia give out some driving classes or some Ubers, but they've had 29 people
Oh,
since last January get arrested for
shit's
reckless
wild.
driving, DUIs, all kinds of shit. So shout out to Georgia for not spending NIL money on any Ubers.
Yeah. They just hire like a team um chauffeur to just take all the people around.
That's nuts. Where are these guys driving to? Like that, it's in Athens, Georgia, which probably isn't a big town. That has to be the biggest thing in the town is the college. Where are they fucking driving to? It's not on campus. Doing dumb shit.
I don't fucking know, man. Strip clubs, that's what uh like Atlanta and Georgia and all that shit's known for.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I didn't think about that. They're going to that one that Lou Williams got in
Magic
trouble at
City.
Magic City during COVID when he was supposed to be in the bubble and he was getting lemon pepper
He's
wings
just eating fucking lemon pepper wings.
and catfish nuggets.
Oh,
Shannon Sharp came out and said, "I get it. That's the best wing I've ever had is the lemon pepper wing from Magic City." It's like Jesus, dude.
I'm gonna have to go there to Magic City, for the wings only. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, not the breasts, just the wings.
Yeah.
Um, we got college football this weekend. You and I talked about it before we started recording, which was very dumb of us. But Saturday we got Florida State, Georgia Tech in Dublin. I don't know if DJ Uyangale's been named the Florida State starting quarterback, but that's where he's at now. I like him a lot. He's from around where I grew up. Versus Georgia Tech in Dublin. Usually it's like teams that like Notre Dame would be big in Ireland, obviously, because they're the Fighting Irish, but teams that don't make sense to be in Ireland, Florida State and Georgia Tech is probably up there. I don't know why they would send those teams. Probably have zero fan base out there. Um, some other dumb games. It doesn't really start till next week, Labor Day, but we got McNeese at Tarleton, Montana State, New Mexico, and Alabama, Southeast Missouri. I might watch SMU in Nevada, CBS Sports Network. I don't even know if I have that, but then you got Delaware State at Hawaii. Just a bunch of random shit, but it's real football. It's real football. It's in our faces. It's here. No more Saturdays without football until January? No, February, because they do NFL on Saturdays after college is over.
Yeah,
Congratulations, we made it. We did it,
we made
Joe.
it. It's exciting.
We did it, Joe.
Oh God, don't do that.
I've been seeing all the TikToks from the DNC. It's going on right now. It's funny people go and troll. It's the best. And they built a wall, so they're joining the right side now. The what the fuck else? We got NFL. We'll probably do an NFL preview coming up next week or this week. We can talk a little college, get rolling for that. We still got time. Fantasy football's coming. Fantasy WNBA is heating up. Me and you,
Oh, I'm gonna
first
fucking
round.
take you to Pound Town.
Me and you, first round of the playoffs happening now, starting the day this podcast comes out tomorrow morning. We both made the playoffs. Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations. I did.
Willie
I
and
looked through.
Joey.
You've got more girls going this week than I do, but it's a 2 week 2 week matchup.
Is it? This
Yeah.
schedule is fucking weird. I didn't set. I mean, we just came off a month-long break because the WNBA stopped for the Olympics. So it was dumb. It literally went Monday through Thursday, and then it stopped for a month for the Olympics, and then it resumed like what Thursday through last Sunday, and now we're first week of the playoffs. So I've never been in a fantasy league where we just took a month off and now we're just getting right back into it, and so close to football season too. Fucking
Yeah.
crazy. 2 week playoff. Didn't know that. That's crazy. Um, yeah. So you and Dan tied for your division. I won my division by a game. How's talking all this shit? He finished last in your division. He was talking shit about beating me
He
too. I beat his ass
he
even in the
started
playoffs.
off really strong. Like I think he was the last team to lose a game,
Hmm.
but his team cooled off.
I just hope you're
But
ready
it's
to suck
crazy
my
to me
ass.
though that just because you won your division, you got the second seed
Hell
and you
yeah.
had the worst record out of all four playoff teams.
It's like the Seahawks made the playoffs when they went 7-9 and they got the 4 seed and got to play a home game. And that's when
Fucking
Marshawn
ridiculous.
Marshawn went beast quake on the Saints. I think that was
Yeah.
the same year they went 7-9 and made the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah, 5-5 gets you in the playoffs, boyos. It's not about how
Hey,
you
I made the
start.
playoffs last year at 2-9, so or two and
I
eight,
fucking hate last year
and I
so
won a
much.
playoff game. I won a playoff game too. Who did I beat in the playoffs last year?
Shut the fuck up, dude. That's so long ago. I'm so mad. My team
Uh,
was good last year, and I lost to you in the fucking. I lost to you twice. That was your only two wins in the regular season after you started 0-6 or 0-7, and then
hmm
that was fucking horse shit, man. I still owe you guys a punishment. I'm sorry. I need to do something.
Yeah, we got to figure that out because it's going to be between Willie and Joey for this
Yeah,
one.
I think my punishment should be that I have to go golfing next weekend on Labor Day.
Next weekend's not Labor Day.
Yeah, it is. Not this weekend, coming up the next weekend. Next weekend. The Yeah, what do you think about college football? Hard
I mean, I'm
transition
pumped.
back.
I can't wait. Obviously, I'm a diehard Buckeyes fan, and we spent so much NIL money this year, so it's going to be exciting to see what they put out there. It's just crazy because like there's just so much talent. It's like, how do we it's one of those like an embarrassment of riches, like how do
Hmm.
we spread the ball out that much? Because we brought back Travion Henderson, who is a phenomenal running back,
Hmm.
and then we brought in a transfer. We brought in Quinshawn Judkins, who's like one of the top running backs in college football.
Hmm.
We got Emeka Egbuka came back. Jeremiah Smith is supposed to be like the next Marvin Harrison Jr.
Hmm.
It's just it's crazy. It's really gonna depend on quarterback play for us because I mean I don't really know a whole lot about that Will Howard guy that we brought in.
Yeah, everyone said he was
He's gonna
the best quarterback in the portal, but I mean, you think Kansas State, you don't think quarterback powerhouse, so I'm like hesitant on that.
the kid that ended up going to Miami, I thought was who everybody thought was gonna be like the best quarterback.
Yeah, Cam Ward, he would have been a great fit at Ohio State
Yeah,
because of athleticism. Now you're back to
yeah,
another
and
pocket passer.
and that's why. Well, no, Will Howard has like over 1,200 yards rushing in his career,
Really? Damn.
so he is a rushing threat, but it's definitely more passing. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited. Um,
I've got some interesting
we
odds
what?
here on first head coach fired in the NCAA this season. So
Hmm,
Billy
Dion.
Napier, Dion is on the list, but not as high as you would think. Billy Napier of Florida, 4-1 odds to be the first coach to get fired. Have you seen Florida's schedule?
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
It is the worst schedule I've ever seen. And I hated USC's schedule last year. I feel so bad for Florida this year. Sam Pittman, Arkansas, 5-1. Who cares? Mario Cristobal at Miami. Good. Fuck Oregon and all their ex coaches. 6-1 at Miami. The Baylor coach, the Cal coach, Pat Narduzzi, the Nard dog, 12-1 odds to get fired from Pittsburgh this year. First coach to get fired. Also 12-1 odds, Ryan Day, Ohio State. 12-1 odds to be the first coach to
Yeah,
get
if
fired.
well, I don't think he'll be the first coach to get fired, but if he loses to Michigan again, he's gone.
I think if you guys lose to
It
Oregon
doesn't
and Michigan, it would be wrap for him.
Oregon not so much because that would be an early loss and you can recover from that if you like the key in college football is lose early if you're going to lose because then you hit a
That's true.
streak and you make the playoffs. But if
It's
we lose to
expanded
Michigan
playoffs too.
again, yeah. But if we lose to Michigan again, that would be three straight losses to Michigan. Um, and like the boosters and Ohio State just they don't stand for that. I mean, they've had coaches before in the past that are like Ryan Day where they have incredible success throughout the year, but then you lose to your biggest rival, and well, fuck that.
Hmm.
Michigan had the same thing happen with Lloyd Carr back when I was in high school. He was their coach, and Lloyd Carr, like Michigan was really good. They had a great team every year in and year out, but he could not beat Ohio State, so they
Hmm.
fired him.
Yeah, I can see that. West Virginia, Cincinnati, Maryland, South Carolina, Virginia. Dabo Sweeney, 25-1 odds. I don't know what they see in Dabo. He obviously won championships in the past, but they are not going to fire Dabo. No way.
He's such a chode. I hope they do fire him.
He's had bad seasons recently, and they haven't like he hasn't even been on the hot seat. I mean, considering it. Also
I can't
25 to
stand
1
him.
odds, Lincoln Riley, USC. Um, Brent Venables, 33 to
Hey,
1
wait,
odds.
hold on. Lincoln Riley's at the University of South Carolina.
No, the real USC. Here it says
No, that's South.
Shane Beamer, South Carolina, and Lincoln Riley, USC. So I don't know what you want me to do about that. Yeah, I don't know.
Can't read it.
I don't know. I don't know. This fucking green screen sucks. Um, Venables, Oklahoma, 33 to 1. Dion is 50 to 1 at the bottom of the list to get fired from
If they
Colorado.
start out like 0-5 and it just becomes like the biggest drama of all time, I would love to see them just fucking fire his ass and be done with it.
That'd be so funny. They have North Dakota State first next Thursday, which North Dakota State's a perennial like powerhouse in FCS. I don't see them beating Colorado, but you never know what can happen.
I would love it
Dion,
so much. I used to be such a Dion fan, and I can't
me
fucking
too.
stand him.
Every clip that comes out of him is it's him bitching about something. It's him bitching about Travis and Shador not being ranked higher on NCAA. And then he wouldn't answer the CBS journalist question the other day because CBS ranked him as not a top 10 coach or whatever the bullshit was. Um,
Yeah, he's such a child. Travis Hunter was ranked as the number one wide receiver in NCAA,
yeah, and like
and
number three corner.
he barely took any reps at wide receiver last year because he got
No.
hurt and he played his better position, which is corner.
Hmm. I don't get it. I've seen a lot of things like Dion's got Shador, he's got Travis, he's got his other son Shiloh, who's a safety. They're all gone after this year. I don't know what he's gonna do to like build that program up for the future. They live in the transfer portal. Like the past 2 years,
Hmm.
they've dominated the transfer portal. They've also had people leave upset because the favoritism. Because there was another clip that came out. they were practicing, and they're like, we don't hit quarterbacks with the gold jerseys or whatever they wear. We don't hit quarterbacks, and we don't hit Travis. And I'm not playing favorites, but we don't hit Travis. I was like, that's the definition of playing favorites. What do you mean you can hit every receiver in every corner except Travis? Like, what the fuck are you talking about,
Mhm.
dude? And he's a good player, but it's Dion, man. I don't know. Like you said, he used to be very likable. I rooted for him at Colorado, but now it's like, nah, he just left a bad taste in everyone's mouth now. I wanted to look up the top 25 real quick, see if we disagree with anything. The Georgia number one, that makes sense. They got quarterback returning. They're always loaded. As long as they can keep their players in the Ubers and not driving home from the bar, the strip club, they'll be okay. Ohio State 2, Oregon 3. October 12th, I've heard it talked about on 1,000 different podcasts now. October 12th is the day of days in college football history. It's Oregon, Ohio State, USC, Penn State. Who else is like 5 ranked matchups? Tennessee, Florida is a good game. I forgot who else, but October 12th is like the best day in college football history, just schedule wise, looking at games. Ohio State, Oregon is going to be a hell of a game. And I think it's the first game of the day. I think it's the 9 a.m. game, the 12 o'clock game for you guys.
It says to be determined on mine, so it's a flex game. It could be if both teams are still undefeated at that point in time, because
Mm-hmm.
it's I mean it's week 6,
Yeah, they need to flex
so
that shit immediately into. I fucking hate Oregon, but Dylan Gabriel is a solid quarterback and they're always good. So I think they're going to be fine. It's driving me crazy now. I'm looking up the college football schedule.
I'll pull it up too. I'm right on it.
Clemson, Florida State. I thought that was one. No, that's October 5th. Why the fuck would he give me the 5th when I asked for the 12th? Son of a
Ole
bitch.
Miss, LSU,
That's an awesome game.
Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, USC, um, Florida, Tennessee. Depending on how Florida does, that could be a really good game.
Tennessee's
Kansas
really
State,
good.
Colorado.
That's fine.
Washington, probably going to be more down this year, but Washington, Iowa. Iowa's ranked right now.
I don't even think Washington's ranked this year.
They're not right now. But that's it. But that's incredible.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Texas, Oklahoma, Stanford, Notre
Oh,
Dame. It
yeah.
seems like
The Red
Stanford
River
always,
rivalry, too.
yeah.
Dude,
So
October
there's
12th, like, call off work, freaking leave your wife. That's my wife's birthday weekend, too. Her birthday is October 10th or October 8th. Fucking October 12th. Damn. I'll be watching everything on my phone.
oh
Texas, number 4. They're good. They got Quinn Ewers back. Alabama, 5. Kalen DeBoer, first year. All he does is win, so we'll see. They're recruiting pretty well right now. Ole Miss at 6 is cool. I like Lane Kiffin more and more as time goes on. Notre Dame at 7, probably not. Notre Dame fucking sucks always. Penn State is good at 8, but everyone's saying Aller is pretty overrated. Michigan at 9 is a pretty surprising drop from national championship to 9. I know they lost a ton of people in the draft, but who's their quarterback? I don't even know who their
who?
quarterback is. Michigan?
I don't know. They got that. They've got. I don't think he's going to be the starter, but they got that Russell Orgy dude
Oh yeah.
who's like that freak athlete.
Yeah, he was the running
Yeah,
quarterback. Um, any other notable ones? I mean, Florida State at 10, Utah. I screenshotted something earlier. I want to discuss with you. Did I screenshot it? Nope. Guess how old Utah's quarterback is? Cam Rising,
he's like 26, isn't he?
25. Get a fucking job, Cam Rising, you son of a bitch. And he's in
He
his
has a
seventh
job.
year. No,
He
shut
has
the
a
fuck up.
job.
Nope, don't say it.
It's just
Just sexually abusing USC.
year in and year out.
Dude, he broke my heart in Las Vegas 2 years ago. Ugh. Ugh. Um, there's the Oklahoma State quarterback is also 24 going into his 7th year of eligibility. And I think there was 1 or 2 more that are 24. So if they were to have a good year and get drafted, they'd be 26 and 25. It's Get some
They're
fucking
fucking
jobs.
ridiculous.
Sons of bitches.
There's a running back somewhere. I don't. You might have said it. And I zoned out. There's a running back somewhere that's 29,
Yep.
freshman running back because he played Major League Baseball.
Monty Harrison, 29 years old. He's a receiver at Arkansas. He's walking on. I thought he was scholarshiping, but he's walking on, doing the Brandon Whedon where he went and played minor league baseball. I thought he was only in the minors, but he played major league games. I think he played 50 games with the Marlins, the Angels, and someone else. But I saw like
That's
highlights of him. I was
crazy.
like, oh shit, I didn't realize he actually made the league. And so he was bounced around in a couple organizations. Receiver, Arkansas, walk on, giving baseball a try. But he was like a 4-star recruit committed to Nebraska, and then he just said fuck it and went and played baseball, which was a good move. Except for
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't
there's a
make
lot
it.
of money. There's a lot of money in baseball. I mean, once you get if you can get past the
Yeah,
minors like they don't get paid shit.
yeah. Spending 10 years in the minors fucking blows. He probably got a sign.
Yeah,
He has a second round pick, so he got some kind of signing bonus, maybe worth a couple
it'd be a
million.
good signing bonus.
Yeah, but they make like 40 grand a year. It's ridiculous. It's low.
Yeah.
Um, I knew a guy that was a pitcher in minor league baseball, and he had a job in a warehouse, and he had to go on leave for like 5 6 months a year to go play minor league baseball. I was like,
That's
dang,
wild.
that's nuts. Oklahoma 16, Tennessee at 15. I think Tennessee is going to be top 10 by the end of the season. Nico Iamaleava, remember that name? Southern California kid, the Tennessee's quarterback. Hawaiian kid too.
Mm.
How? Hater. Hater ass, because no good quarterbacks come from Ohio. Your best quarterback
Your
came
fucking
from
Lord and Savior came from Ohio.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he played at Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, the best thing to come out of Ohio, besides you, pumpkin. Uh, Um, LSU 13 and USC 23 is a fun week one matchup. I hope we do good. It's in Vegas. The last football game in Vegas, the Super Bowl. So we got USC following up the Super Bowl against LSU. Hopefully we don't get butt fucked. Remember last time we opened the season against an SEC school? Alabama beat us 52-3 in Dallas, Texas. It was not a lot of fun. You're not laughing. What the fuck? Can you hear me? Are you watching pornography? Can you hear me?
Are you still there? You're cutting out. I couldn't hear anything you said. It was like all like, yeah, I can hear you now, but I can't see you. I can't see
Okay,
you anymore.
I hear you, but you're frozen on the screen. Ah, this fucking thing. All right, folks. He backed out of the Zoom. He's coming back in. Can you hear me now?
What the fuck? Yeah.
I bet. I guess it's better than just kicking us out of the meeting and putting us
Every
back in.
fucking time.
um, I was saying the LSU USC matchup is fun. The last time we opened up against the SEC team on Labor Day weekend in an NFL stadium, Alabama beat us 52-3. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like fun for you.
That was the year they didn't know who their quarterback was going to be. So Blake Barnett, another Southern California kid, went out there and sucked it up. And then they went to Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts fucking went off on us as a true freshman.
I wish that you guys would start opening up with Iowa so that like you would know how your season's going to be right off the start. Because if you opened up the season with a loss to Iowa, I don't think there's any coming back from that.
Yeah, I'd probably kill myself. So thanks for bringing that up. Iowa is ranked 25th. A game against Iowa right now would be sick. A 25 Iowa versus USC. I'm pretty sure we're playing Iowa. Let me see our schedule.
I fucking hope so.
They just named Miller Moss our starting quarterback, so that's pretty cool. He threw 6 touchdowns against Louisville in our bowl game. Stop fucking popping up all the cookies. LSU, Utah State. We got Michigan September 21st at Michigan. Win. Wisconsin, win. At Minnesota, win. Penn State at home, win. Maryland, easy win. Rutgers, triple digit win. Nebraska for homecoming, big dub. At UCLA, massive win. End the season with Notre Dame. I say we go 11-1. Only loss LSU. I'm gonna fuck up Michigan at the big house. Why are you laughing?
Uh, I know. I mean, I love your go off, King. Be confident. Everybody loves a confident King.
Okay. Pure honesty, I see 3 losses. I see LSU, Michigan, Penn State. We're gonna beat Notre Dame at home. Fuck Notre Dame. Okay, 3 losses. Can you agree on 3 losses with me? LSU loss, Utah State win, Michigan loss.
I will say that I see between 3 and 5
Yeah,
losses
it could go bad. Our defense is very much upgraded, so
because
I'm
the only
hoping
losses, the only other ones that you didn't mention that I could see are Wisconsin.
at
Wisconsin's a good team, but
Wisconsin in Southern California.
you have them at home, which is a good thing for you. If you had to go to Camp Randall, then your chances go way down.
Hmm.
Um, and then I was going to say, you said you're going to beat Notre Dame. You know, Notre Dame, I don't know. They always have such like a good team, but they just can never beat good teams.
Yeah, and their
Um,
question mark at the quarterback this year. Sam Hartman was solid for them, and our
but
defense was
another one you got to
shitty.
worry about is Maryland is like a sneaky team sometimes where they shouldn't be good, but they end up putting up a pretty good team. But I
Yeah,
don't know. Didn't they graduate?
Talia.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. So I don't know. I mean,
That's
you guys could have a great year, and not lose. You know,
mhm,
end up 11-1 like what you said. But I don't know. You guys have coming over to the Big Ten now. You have a much tougher schedule. I mean, especially
yeah,
because you're playing Michigan.
yeah. That's gonna
You
suck.
know,
At Michigan.
Wisconsin's a perennial good team. Penn State's a good team. Like
Hmm.
you guys have, you're playing a lot of pretty good teams.
Yeah. Um, I think LSU is going to be stacked still. I think Washington will still be solid, even though they're unranked right now. New coach, all new everything, but they were just fresh out of the national championship game. I'll say this for having a Big Ten schedule, our coldest game is November 2nd at Washington. We got Rutgers at home, at Maryland in October 19th. That's probably not going to be that cold. Notre Dame at UCLA. That's nothing. At home at Notre Dame. At home Nebraska. At Washington. That's not bad for everyone thought we couldn't play in the cold. Looks like we don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is good. I'm looking at Ohio State's schedule now, and there's, I mean, 2 games that would worry me. I mean, there's 3 potential games that that we could lose, but there's the 2 games that worry me the most are at Oregon and Michigan is that's a the way we've played them the last few years definitely makes me nervous. But the third one is Penn State because we play at Penn State, and Penn State is just a nightmare to play at, and it's most likely gonna it's a to be determined game. It's most likely gonna get flexed.
Yeah.
But the only reason that I'm not as worried about that game is that I think Drew Aller is ass.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. If it's gonna be their whiteout game, no, Washington is gonna be the Penn State whiteout game. They bitched out. They could have got Ohio State at home. Oh, it doesn't have a date. No, they could still do Ohio State. They need it for Ohio State. They don't need it for Washington.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that whiteout game, I would shit my pants playing in that game as an away team. Yeah, Penn State's scary. We have to play Penn State on the holiest day of college football history. Michigan is way better than we are. Our question mark is quarterback Miller Moss. So like I said, he threw 6 touchdowns in the game against Louisville, who was ranked pretty high. But defense, big question mark with our. We got our DC from UCLA after they kicked our asses. So I love that move for us. I will ride Ohio State's dick so hard against Oregon. I fucking hate Oregon. They're the worst. They pull all the recruits out of Southern California. All the young kids like Oregon because they've been good recently, and they all decided that that's their bandwagon team.
Well, no, I
Oregon, go
think that
fuck themselves.
everybody loves Oregon so much. Like, yeah, they've been good, but the deal with Nike, man, like it's just such a fucking sick deal. Like you
Hmm.
get so many uniforms. I would imagine that they get so much like free gear on top of that. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, granted, I'm not a huge fan of the color scheme. Like, I don't really like the green and yellow, but it's just, I mean, you get so much free shit, man. We barely got anything at Malone, and
Hmm.
but I still wear some of the shit that we got from there. Like I've got the sweatpants. They're like two sizes too big, but I wear those fuckers every year because they're like the most comfortable sweatpants I've ever owned.
I love those sweatpants to death. Um, yeah, no, the gear, the facilities are so sick. I'm big on college. I like following these no-name college football players that post all their facilities and gear. Like that Ohio State kid I always send you. He's always posting like the Ohio State football cafeteria and the gear they're getting. That shit's crazy. I don't know if you remember Russell Tanzillo. He was one of our guys at Malone,
Yeah,
same age as us. He was close with Owen Daniels' family. I guess they grew up together. Owen Daniels, the tight end from the
from
Texans.
Houston.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think he won a Super Bowl with Denver with Peyton Manning. But they were close, I guess, growing up. And his little brother, Owen Daniels' little brother, went to Illinois, and he said at Illinois they could walk into a supply room and like grab whatever shirts they wanted, whatever shoes they wanted, all Nike stuff. Like they had an allowance of like how much they could get, and they could just go get Nike shit whenever they wanted with this Illinois colors, Illinois everything. I was like, that's fucking sweet, dude. That's not even a good
Yeah.
football school, and they can go get whatever gear they want.
Yeah.
Jelly. Let's do this draft. It's a school night. We'll get you the fuck out of here so you can go play your game and hang out. We're gonna draft things you would try without consequence. This is fun. It's open ended. I've got a list from Ray, so we've got a three-way draft in here. I'll write them all down. Ray keeps winning the draft, so I might just have her go first. What do you think?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, just write names down. Number one, she said she would just open up a bunch of credit cards and live life.
That's a good one. I like that.
I was like, all right, go off, Queen. Credit cards. I'm gonna say that she put she wants to leave her
Do you
toddler in
want
a
to
hot
go or do
car.
you want me to go? You want
You go next.
to? Um, um, Coke.
Coke. Short and sweet.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a drug guy at all, but I mean, you make fun of me because I like to dabble in edibles here and there now, but it took me 30 years before I even tried that. Like I was, never did anything. But if I were to ever like do like actual drugs, which
Hmm.
I'm never gonna do, um, people always talk about cocaine like it's just like this amazing fucking experience and whatnot. And if I could with no penalties and no backlash or anything from it, like if I could know that I wasn't going to get in trouble for it, I wasn't going to die, and that I wasn't going to get addicted to it, I
Hmm.
would love to try it.
Hell yeah. I think that's
But
everyone's 1-1. Some kind of drug or Coke.
yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't take this, but my 1-1 was going back in time and convincing Hitler not to kill himself, but to keep at it. Okay,
I didn't
that
realize
bombed.
that we were doing things that weren't fucking real. Like, I mean, like, I'm gonna go back in time. Like, I didn't realize that was on the table.
No laughs there? Damn. I wrote that joke earlier and I was like, that's gonna fucking kill with
It's
Chris.
so
No.
fucked up.
All right. My 1-1. Besides leaving
Go
a
back and
toddler.
help him not get kicked out of art school.
Besides leaving a toddler in a hot car, um, just punching people in the face, just at will, whoever I want, just fucking
It's a really
shell
good one.
shocking someone in the face, just fucking breaking noses, punching someone in the face. And two, I've done this before, felt the consequences, but eating whatever I wanted.
Mm,
Just imagine consequence free, no weight gain, no blood pressure, no diabetes, just fucking, ugh. Nom 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 nom. That'd be fantastic.
yeah.
All right, your second one.
Back to me. I'm gonna say just because it's not my personality type, but it'd be cool like if like there was no backlash. Talking shit. So like I talk shit in the group chat with you guys and like my friends and whatnot. But
Mhm.
like when I've played sports, when I played football, baseball in high school, I play softball now. Like I don't say anything. Like I'm very quiet. Like I just
Yeah,
like always been
same.
like to let my play do the talking. But like if I could like just like go fucking all out and talk shit, like I'm not gonna like lose friends, not get fucking punched in the mouth and shit like that. Like I don't know. Maybe it's a confidence thing too. Like, I mean, I'm confident in my athletic abilities, but I don't know. I've never been like confident enough to really talk shit. I feel like that'd be a cool one to just like go
Yeah.
all out and just be like some of those guys like Kevin Garnett. Like that's one of the biggest shit talkers, you know? Like be somebody like him where it's like he genuinely like disrupted games by talking shit. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that'd be fucking wild.
He his shit talk was so funny. There's that one of him on the sidelines calling someone a bitch ass N word, just like
Yeah.
screaming it. He was a great one. All right, Ray's got two picks here. I'm reading this word for word. She said, "Go full Robin Hood and steal from the rich and give to the middle class."
God, she's just pandering at this point. She's gonna win because she's pandering to get fucking votes.
She's ridiculous. And her next one is shark fin soup slash hunt a killer whale.
Oh,
All right, your
okay.
third one.
Um, Third one, that kind of she kind of her third one got me on this thought process because, like I said, I'm just you know free ball on this one. I didn't really come up with a list ahead of time. Touch a manatee because it's illegal to touch them. So, like, if you're swimming with them and they come up to you, you can't fucking touch manatees.
It's actually a good one.
Yeah, like those are like fucking water puppies, and you can't fucking touch them. They just like
Yeah.
I see all the videos of them coming up and like they're like rolling over and like laying up against people, and they just have to fucking stand there. Like fuck that. Like I would want to be able to like fucking pet a manatee.
I wonder if it hurts their feelings. Like, why won't this guy pet me? It's fucked up. And they're
Oh,
just
it's
sitting
so
there all
ugly. He won't
sad.
even touch me.
I pet a manatee in the shower almost every night, so I know what that's like. All right, you're gonna have to stick with me on this one. Watching a lot of Game of Thrones lately. I want to know what it feels like to slit someone's throat. Just to,
Jesus. Good
just to kind of
Lord.
the power that comes with that. I mean, just imagine they're sitting there like on their knees, defenseless. You just fucking end them, just sitting there holding someone's head as they just spray everywhere. How crazy would
But
that be?
it would be crazy, but would you be able to live with yourself afterwards?
No
Because
consequences. I wouldn't feel
well,
shit.
yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'd
You're not
probably
gonna feel
get,
anything.
I'd probably be like a shark with a taste for blood, and I would want more, and I would slit more throats and touch
Oh
more
my God.
manatees, and then slit their throats.
Oh my, no, that's too far.
I don't like this game anymore. What's my last one? I had drugs on there. I think you took that one from me. Stealing, Ray kind of took that one from me. I don't like this. I don't think I have anymore. Slitting someone's throat was far enough. Um, damn. Can you do your last one and then Ray's last one and then I'll get it?
Do Ray's last one, and I'm still thinking.
Okay. We broke the snake. First time in ADSE history that we've broken the snake, but we were both not prepared for this. Ray said her last one is cure cancer because everyone that's ever tried to cure cancer in the past gets fucking murdered. So
Oh,
she wants
okay.
to cure cancer because all big pharma just murders people who figure it out.
Oh, I know what your last one can be.
Oh, is it gay?
Um, this is not for me. This is for Alec. Alex, no consequences could be visiting Epstein Island.
You son of a bitch.
Um,
That was funny. I thought you were gonna say like, Alec can marry a dude.
okay, no, the visit the visiting thing got me on a train of thought. Obviously not
You
Epstein
fucking
Island,
pedophile.
but breaking into Area 51.
Ooh. Into
You know, because like what was it 2 years ago when people were like, "Oh, we're gonna storm Area 51," and none of that shit happened or whatever. Like, could you imagine if you actually got into somewhere like that? Because you know it's real, but
Mhm.
if you actually got in and were able to like learn some of the shit that they're keeping from us, like that'd be fucking wild.
Yeah. No, there's a lot. I mean, I'm really into conspiracies and I do believe aliens are out there. UFOs are definitely out there and the government's admitted that. They just haven't come out and said that aliens are real as a part of that. But there's video, naval, Air Force, plane videos of things going like thousands of miles an hour and then like stopping on a dime. And it doesn't mean it's aliens, but it's an unidentified flying object and they're definitely out there. But hearing some accounts of people that I don't think are full of shit are pretty crazy. You got me on a whole alien train now,
Yeah,
explaining how crazy I am. My last one, I thought of it
I
earlier and
love it.
forgot to
I
write it
mean, I'm
down.
all for it.
GTA in real life. And what that means is stealing someone's
Hookers.
motorcycle, jumping a fence off of a mountain into a military base, and stealing an F-16 and flying it around.
That's
That's
awesome. You know what?
that's
I was
real
honestly,
life.
I was kind of thinking like GTA because I was thinking about like breaking the law, like driving, and I was like thinking about it like GTA. So
Hmm.
like I was on the same train of thought as you were there.
Hell yeah. I like that under your name it just says Coke.
Coke.
Coke and talking shit. Two things kind of go together.
Yeah.
You would do a bunch of blow, talk a bunch of shit to a manatee, and then break into Area 51.
Fuck yeah. Honestly, my whole thing that could be just one night,
Oh man. All right, buddy. Thanks for getting on. We'll get on again soon. We're gonna ramp up for football season. I know I don't podcast a lot in the off season, but we'll have a lot to talk about with football. I'll get more into it as we go along. We've got some games this weekend. We've got fantasy football drafts probably happening next weekend. Labor Day is always big for that. Love you, buddy. Go enjoy your game. Have fun.
Me too. I gotta look swole like you.
Ooh, got this for $16 at Ross. Fucking rock gear.
That's
I want to
awesome.
wear it everywhere. I look like a gigantic douchebag. Put the hoodie on.
Oh God.
I got a Belichick hoodie on the top.
Fuck yeah.
Urgh.
All right, man. I'm gonna go pack my lunch and get to bed. I gotta be up at 5. So
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna
all
go
right,
run some
love you.
more.
Fuck Iowa.
Fuck Iowa. Where's the off button?